Hello everyone and welcome to another Kirby Star Allies video. In the last video, I went over how to play the three main sisters in this game, and in this video, I will be demonstrating that knowledge with a Soul Melter guide. For those of you who don't know, this is the second hardest difficulty in Kirby Star Allies The Ultimate Choice. So you get this. But I'm not going to do that, I'm doing Soul Melter. So as you could see before, I picked this setup, which is Quadruple Mage Sisters. Because even the Computer Mage Sisters, they know a few things. They know how to do, electrocute the water on Francisca or Kracko's battle, for instance. They're not as good as a human player would be, but they're still quite good. So anyway, let's just get into it. This is probably going to be a two-parter. So, starting off, we can see that there are 13 more battles, question mark. And you only get 6 of these really tiny healing items. Now you want to be saving these. You don't want to be using them too early. And there's also a trick on one of the boss battles to give you more health. So you don't really need to use that many of them early on. So my first tip, immediately before even the first hit is dealt, use the 3 Mage Sisters, like I said earlier. They are insanely good at being safe and extremely damaging, and you need safety in this. Look at your health, it's like around half of the normal, so you need extreme safety in this. Anyway, that's enough of going on about it, let's just get into it. Now, as you may be able to see, I picked Zan Partizanne for the first boss, which is Yggy Woods. And that's because you can kind of come up to Yggy and just do that. Another way is to be a bit safer and use your Electro Eclair, which is your down-up B, from afar. Yggy Woods is very easy to lose health on, but for the second phase, just stand here and use Lightning Lemonade, which is your up B. This move, because all he will do in the second phase to start with is drop cherries, all these pink weird versions of cherries. He would eventually drop 5 of the spinning things that are definitely not Gordos, so I don't know what they're called, but he will eventually drop 5 of those, the things that he dropped in the first phase, and that makes things a bit more difficult. So you can either sit back with Electro Eclair in that battle, or go in with your Lightning Lemonade. I'm just going to show you what moves I mean. So Electro Eclair is the down up B, Drum and Waste is down side B, Lightning Lemonade is up B. Anyway, let's go into the Miniboss Rush. Now there's going to be quite a bit of a recurring theme whenever I'm using Zan Partizanne, or Zan as I'm going to call her now. This move, Lightning Lemonade, as I just stated, it is really good at defeating grounded bosses. You can kind of just stay up here and use it. I'm going to use a bit of a Drum and Waste here to hit the Mr. Frosty from the side. And Lightning Dodge. Lightning Dodge is very good for getting out of bad situations. And when you have a multiple boss like Twin Frosty, Electro Eclair is even better because it's going to be doing double the damage because it's hitting double the target. Anyway, there's not really much else to say on that battle. So I suppose let's just get right into King Dedede. So King Dedede has quite a few attacks. Now if you would like to body slam you, but if you're in the air it does nothing. And when he gets to half health he will do this. which I like to immediately drum and waste and move backwards with it. That will most likely dodge whatever he wants to do. Then he'll slam the ground when he's like around half or a third, and go to this arena where he will like to throw fruits at you. Electro Eclair is incredible at dealing with this, as like you can just patrol wherever he's trying to throw them. Like, so same with Drum and Waste actually, and Lightning Lemonade. They're all really good at patrolling lots of space. Like Drum and Waste, don't switch. Don't switch. I just turned into more of a Zan how to beat bosses guy, but anyway. Drum and Waste is very good at patrolling lots of space. And Lightning Lemonade can do the same with lots of vertical space, and Electro Eclair does the same with lots of horizontal space. Like, these moves are good because they just patrol a lot of space, and like, you're just hitting so much damage with them because of the damage that they do. Anyway, next we have another Miniboss Rush. There's not really much to say on Miniboss Rush, is it? It's mostly the same as last time. Get up there and stay up there for any boss that doesn't like going up. Spugsy does like going up, so it could be a bit more of a problem. Spugsy likes to go up and grab you. Same with Chef Karasaki. He likes to jump up there, so you Lightning Lemonade from below. For these small enemies, you can just Lightning Lemonade. And for Twin Vivitria, one of them will always come above you and start trying to use their downwards painting attack. And one of them will do the canvas move. I recommend, you couldn't really see it there because of what was going on, but what I was trying to do, I was trying to Lightning Lemonade the one that was above me, like this. And then, like, you can either, for the one that's trying to keep its distance, you can either run under, like with a lightning dodge under and lemonade, or you can like lightning dodge away and try and either eclair or like drum and waste, and like just keep your distance. I'm getting a bit low, so I am going to take one of these little things, these fruits. Anyway, Meta Knight is next, and like, I'm not staying as Zan because I want to stay as Zan, I'm staying as Zan because it's Optimon. Like, I would recommend keeping yourself as Zan for this whole thing, but anyway, Meta Knight, as he comes down, immediately eclair from the side. When he's cloning, you want to be holding your lemonade, but just before he clones, get your eclair ready. Because then you can hit all of them with eclair. And you eclair the complete wrong way. Or, you know, you can just let the others do the work. Lemonade is very good at just like... You didn't really get to see it there because I did more of an eclair strategy. But after they do their little spin dive down, once they've cloned, you can get up there with your float and just kind of lemonade and just patrol the space. I know I keep saying that, but like, it's very important in this boss rush. You want to patrol the space. But anyway, next we have Goldon and Silvox, some of the easiest bosses in the game. For this one, eclair. And then get out of the way with lightning dodge if you have to. This one is really just about eclair. Eclair is broken in this battle. Just like, even if you get the direction wrong and they come from the other direction, you're probably still going to hit them with eclair. Like, look how fast their health is going down. Lemonade can also be quite helpful here. You are probably going to get hit. But you can obviously just lightning dodge. And remember to revive your partners. They get revived with far more health than if they die and the battle ends. Because if they die and the battle ends, they get 1 health. Whereas if you revive them, they're like half. Anyway, now we have Kracko and Twin Kracko. I'm used to it being twin first because of parallel Kracko. But Lightning Lemonade is his weakness. Once he goes over there though, do a Drum and Waste or an Eclair. I would normally do an Eclair, but I'm just doing a Drum and Waste to mix it up and also demonstrate that Drum and Waste is helpful. But like, once he starts getting over there, then he's going to do a spinning move. Anyway, here. Just Drum and Waste it. Or Eclair. Electrocute the water with Lightning Lemonade. And they die. Because if you electrocute water, the thing shooting the water takes damage. Or in the case of Francisca, something else will happen. But we'll see that in the very next battle, because we're facing Francisca. Now against Francisca, I am finally going to swap to someone else, being Flamberge. For a very special reason that you will see soon. This move, Mega Broiler. Yes, I can finally remember the names of these moves. Oh wait, he only does it in the X. Anyway, switch to Zan Partizanne now. And use Eclair. And it will electrocute the water. And she will get stunned. I swapped to Francisca, I can't tell who I am. Apparently I swapped to Francisca. But she only drops health pickups in Soul Motor EX, that was my mistake. But anyway, now it's Flamberge time. For any additional tips on Francisca, there's not really much. I'll say it now because I didn't really get to say it in the battle. I like Flamberge because Mega Broiler does massive damage. She will always come over to the left first, and you can just kind of sit behind her a Mega Broiler. I'll demonstrate. Like, you can kind of dodge backwards with Flamberge's dodge, and then just use Mega Broiler. For the second phase, she will go to the opposite side, and here's where you Eclair, because you can electrocute the water to stun her, and don't accidentally switch to Francisca. But in this battle, you do want to be Francisca. To use your Shaken Soda Blaster. Now go to the other side and do it this side, because she will always hop right and then hop to the left after. And you can get rid of the fire with your blaster. Now if you do get the side wrong, shoot the fire. And it will actually put the fire that's going towards the cannon out and stun her. You didn't really get to see it there though because I missed. But my point still stands. You can electrocute. We're still talking about Francisca. You can put out the fire with your Shaken Soda Blaster, which is your down-up beam. Of course, you can aim it, like I said in the guide. You can aim it right at the fire, or you can just try and hit it. I'd recommend fully charging it in the battle, so it lasts forever, and then just moving it about to try and hit the fire. Anyway, I like to be Zan against Zan, so let's do this. Now, this battle is not too bad in the first phase, because you want to lemonade her as she comes over and then go to the other side and Eclair. Now while she's summoning this, you can obviously just sit here and lemonade below her. This is nothing special. We've been doing this since the beginning of the video. Now, come over here and either drum or waste or Eclair. Come over here to revive. And remember, this move, which I've forgotten the name of, Zan's Skewers, your dashing bee, has invincibility, so you can use it to go through her attacks. Like when she's doing her swiping, I'm doing a swiping motion, you can't see it, don't know why I'm doing it. When she's swiping, you can, when she's swiping like this, you can actually see it, you can, Zan skewers through it, and then like backwards eclair. Anyway, now we have a Hyness. Stay Zan. If in doubt, just go Zan. Unless you're facing a Mage Sister, then go Elemental Weakness. Get under him and Lightning Lemonade. And just hold it. It will destroy projectiles. That's phase 1. He'll always go to the right, then the middle. And now he will summon these dolls and heal up. And still Lemonade. You can get him to half before he even attacks. And still Lemonade. Lemonade while he's in the ball. And now you want to go up. You want to go up. For a while. And Lemonade. Still keep holding Lemonade up there. And now on the third cycle, he will go up there. And then he will fall off the roof, so you can just kind of lightning go through it. And now he will fall down again on the 6th one. And now he goes to the middle, and which you can Lemonade again. That whole fight is just mashing Lightning Lemonade. There's nothing else to that fight. Now this is why you want to save your little fruit. I'm going to take 2. I always like to save 3 for final battle. And this is Morpho Knight. Stay Zan and just... This fight is difficult, and it might be difficult to tell what's going on. I'll try and explain it as I go though. I like to go over to him and immediately start lemonading. He can't reach you up here. It's kind of hard to follow his movements due to the amount of stuff on the screen, but you definitely can. And then while he gets his swords ready, you could eclair him, or you could eclair the complete wrong way. Get far away from it. Just get to the other side of the screen when he does the swords. You might be able to get a cheeky eclair in. When he does them above him, just get in the middle of him. Like, right below him. And then get out of the way after. The great thing about Kirby Star Allies is that all the bosses have happened is... Oh, here. He will possess your allies with this move. And to get them back, you have to throw a friend heart at them, which is X, by the way. You may not know that if you're just watching these boss rush videos, but throwing a friend heart is the X button. And he should die shortly after that, if you are using your lemonades correctly, or using your eclairs, your drum and waste, like, if you're using all your good moves, he should die shortly after the weird pulsy wave thing. In that part, you should just completely focus on getting your allies back, because if you don't, they will die most of the time. So you get a free cherry here, which is nice. This is the final battle, ignore the question mark, there are no battles after this. But this is definitely the hardest battle. Like, there is no contest, for me at least. Closest thing is... Morpho Knight. But this is definitely the hardest. This is boy Termina. And you have to face him on the Star Ally Sparkler. Sparkler controls, first off. You can... Can't read. Press B to shoot. Press and hold B to shoot something better. And that's really all you want to be doing. You can jump with A, and you can also double jump. L and R will dodge. You can dodge with L and R, and that is also quite useful. Now, I still haven't figured out what's better, either this or mashing B just normally. I'm going to mash for this experiment. Not experiment, for this demonstration. But anyway, in the first phase, he will slam his fists down and create shockwaves. You can either use your L and R dodge through them, like so. or you can just like move out of the way. They can't catch you if you're moving out of the way the whole time. You can see his health bar up there. He gets 5 eyes. First one is on his tummy. Second one is on his right shoulder. And in this phase he will start to jump, which creates 2 shockwaves. The second one will create 2, and then his third jump will create 3. He can also still do the normal punch-a-punch, which is this. And it's really easy to dodge. So just keep mashing. All of the current attacks available will disappear once he loses an eye. My favourite way to dodge this is just to dodge one at once and just make a bit of a retreating move. I said that a lot in the last Age of Calamity video. We'll make a retreating move a lot. And in this battle, you definitely want to be making your retreating moves. So like, you want to... Especially when he starts to combine the fist punch and the jump, you want to keep retreating. So you want to have room behind you. So the third one's on his left shoulder, and the fourth one is on his back. While he's making these swords for this phase, you can try and just run through him, or run around him. Once you're back here, you will barely be able to do anything. The shockwaves will move behind him. Or not. Thought they did. But anyway, the back phase is easy. Then charge one last one up for the forehead phase. The lightning looks intimidating, you just perceive danger. It's not really that difficult. It's like Bowser Fire in Mario Odyssey, like, it looks scary, it looks like there's this massive ball of electricity coming towards you. Its hitbox is not that big, just jump over it or double jump if you really feel unsafe with it. But like, this phase isn't that bad, and the X you can just move to the left or the right. Like, you just jump over this, jump over this, and then the X, it's never going to hit you if you're just moving to the left or the right. So anyway, we're nearly done with this phase because it's got like a double missing part. I just got hit by the thing I said was tiny. Great. I'm just going to completely put all of my mashing into that last part. The damage you take on this will carry over, by the way, into the second phase of Void Termina. There are 4 phases of this battle. Phase 2 is this. You want to stay as Zan, by the way. And try and dodge the droplets coming from the ceiling. You can just lemonade it. It's already gone. Phase 3, flying. Same formula for this, except... No, same formula for where the eyes appear. You can get a lot of mashing in there when he comes like that, and that's already the first eye gone. Second eye, right shoulder, as normal. And he'll use this weird arrow move, which you can just beat by moving completely to either the left or the right. Don't move back for a while though. You can't do a mash here, exactly. He will just fly. So as before, I'm just going to move completely to the right, and that's part 2 of phase 3 gone. Left shoulder. This is where he does this move, which I hate. I hate this move. It's so annoying to dodge. So these weird arrow things will spark down, and they will try and spark in the direction that you're moving. The shockwaves won't hit you if you are in the air, so take advantage of that. Try and mash a bit harder there because you can get more in when he's closer to you. You'll still do these weird arrow things in this phase. So you can just kind of dodge them like that. Also, this video will not be 2 parts now. Okay, that's that phase. For this one, this is the one where you actually do want to be charging stuff up. Because it's on his back and it's very difficult to hit his back. He gets this silly axe out, which you can dodge the shockwave of by jumping. Oh, I'm at the edge. That's a bit annoying. Whenever you can hit his back. And you can jump over the wing here to hit the back and mash hard when you can hit his back. Because you're not going to be hitting it very often. And try and get it done in these 2 available cycles. It's not that bad to get it done in these cycles. Just try, because if you don't, then it gets a bit annoying. Here you want to just be mashing the whole time. You'll get this weird, like, eye thing out. You can shoot lasers. Again, they're not too terrible to dodge. That one, you just watch where they're going and move. Now put it on the ground. This one is probably the most difficult part to dodge. You can stop mashing for a bit if you are finding it difficult to dodge it and want to focus more on the dodging than the mashing. Just keep trying to mash. Here you can just double jump that and then move to a direction for that. Here is a massive laser that will cycle round a couple of times and then go up. I find that one very difficult to dodge. And now try and mash really hard. Try and get this health down before you have to dodge the axe again, because the axe can be quite difficult. I'm just going to really mash it. If you can't mash hard enough to get rid of... Oh, good. Just try and mash through the axe phase as well, because you could just cancel out all of his attacks if you do, which is very helpful because the axe can be quite annoying. If you don't have trouble dealing with the axe, then that's fine. I don't actually know what his attack is after the axe because all I ever see is the axe. Anyway, Void Soul! The Essence of Chaos. Fun! This battle is very difficult. Very, very difficult. Lemonade. This move will possess your allies like Morpho Knight's move does. And it's very annoying, so I recommend just trying to mash X through the whole thing. Okay, so one went down. Focus on dodging most of the time. Your party members will be able to deal a lot of damage still, which is good. These things are quite annoying. And now we will go into the background and do this move, which is very difficult to dodge. I don't know the trick for it. And then he will make this purple liquid. And then he will get this eye out. And the purple liquid will come up and he will electrocute it. Now you can kind of electrocute him through this move with Lemonade. But just don't go in the liquid, because this electricity on the liquid is very damaging. Now I'm at very low health, and he's splitting. This move I recommend you just lightning dodge the whole thing. And I'm forgetting a very important Mage Sisters move, aren't I? Charge down B. You may have been screaming at into your mic, I don't know, but charge down B is a thing. It can just get a bit of free damage in for no cost whatsoever. I'm going to use some Eclair here. And try and finish it with a Drum and Waste. These lasers, just go to the correct place to dodge them. And that is it. barely surviving, but Void Soul is down. Now that last part is more of a panic demonstration than an actual guide, but there's some tips to defeat Void Soul and overall Soul Melter in general. A huge priority in Soul Melter though is to avoid taking damage in Void Termina, like Colossus phase or whatever it is. Like you know what phase I'm talking about. Because phase 1 is like easy to avoid damage. Like, the only part that I had difficulty with was getting round his back. Phase 2 is easy, you just Lightning Lemonade. Phase 3, second Colossus phase, is quite difficult, the flying phase. Part 1 is easy, part 2 is the... What was part 2? Oh, the introduction to the arrows. Part 3 has the stupid dropping arrows. Part 4 has the axe, and part 5 has the weird eye machine. That's difficult. And part 4 is Void Soul. If you want to learn the attack patterns, I recommend just watching the video and seeing, like, how to kind of dodge them. There are some that I still don't know how to dodge. But the fight is chaos. The fight is just absolute ridiculous chaos. And that is Soul Melter. And the last tip is the first tip. Use the Mage Sisters. They are the #1 viable character for this. And in my opinion, the only viable character. Maybe that's a bit of bias because they're one of the only characters I know, but to me, they are like the only choice that you could make. Any other choice just like doesn't have the firepower, doesn't have the safety, doesn't have the variance of the Mage Sisters. And they can also hit like the weak points, like you can lemonade the water streams. So anyway, that is it for this video. If you want a Soul Melter EX guide, then I can try and do that. But it won't be for a while because I don't know how to do Soul Melter EX yet. Anyway, bye everyone! See you next time for more Kirby Star Allies. Goodbye!